Hi there, this is Underwear Guy, and for this part of the tutorial I'm talking about the S shield for the Superman chest emblem. This is a very hard element to track down. I thought I would have more options for you, but the more I looked into it, it's just not a common thing that they sell in any store by itself. It's always part of some other look or costume. I got mine by cannibalizing the full costume from this Ruby set. So I obviously didn't use any of the shirt element because I replaced that with the Under Armour painted top. But the S-Shield was great because it's a standalone piece that you can actually cut away from the costume pretty easily. And it's a thin kind of plastic. It's a little deformed. It's not exactly a nice clean cut element, but it certainly works well from the sense that it's a relief textured costume shield. It's not some sort of flat decal or fabric patch, which just ends up looking kind of tame and not very authentic if you're trying to create a look that mimics a movie. The other option I found that could work well, I don't want to overly emphasize it because it's an eBay seller and I personally haven't purchased from them, but I'll highlight it anyway because it seemed like a really reasonable option. They're selling a urethane based shield that's fairly large. It's larger than this one for sure. This one is not particularly large, but it works well for scaling everything that I did in my costume. But this looked like a really cool option. It wasn't horribly expensive. It looks high quality. I'll be curious if anyone else does try buying from the seller. Again, I try not to recommend one-to-one purchasing like this personally because I don't want to put my reputation on the line based on the seller. I can only point you to some of the ideas, and it's up to you to kind of make a decision if you're going to buy it from that particular person on eBay. They're based out of Singapore, unfortunately, so you have to give yourself a lot of lead time if you're going to order something like that because it could take several weeks to get to your door. What you would want to do in order to adhere this to your shirt, this is actually a second one I had a couple different ones, but you notice there's a lot of concave space here, so you have to actually use a little bit of either like foam core or some other foam-like material that you can carve and backfill a little bit to give some sort of flat texture and make sure that's glued or adhered in well so that you can then apply some sort of gluing material. Now you can go to a craft store and they'll have like bonding sheets which are kind of like double stick tape, but they're much stronger, and they'll hold the back of this to your top, whatever it is, if it's like the Under Armour top or the Nike top or another t-shirt, much better. Will it be permanent forever, like you could go through a washing machine? No, but I don't think you would expect that. But that's a good option if you're trying to figure out how you actually adhere this. Those adhesive back sheets can be found at craft stores and also fabric supply stores usually, because it's really meant to be able to fuse pieces of fabric together. Just look for something that you know has a double-sided stick. It isn't actually going to require ironing because there'd be no way you would want to heat seal something like this because it would melt. So this is Underwear Guy covering how you can do the Superman shield emblem on your chest for the costume. And check out the other videos in this series to figure out how you're going to do the full look from head to toe of a Superman underwear costume. And until later, happy underwear shopping.